So this is Moonrise Winery in Watervliet, Michigan. They were kind enough to reach out to me and ask for a painting, or really a mural done on their back wall of their tasting area, a tasting room, I guess. So they have this beautiful vineyard right behind their tasting room, which is great. And there's just this beautiful picturesque, there we go, scene. And they're known for their moonrises and their full moons. And that's the wall I'm gonna be painting on, that empty space back there. So I got started with this blue as a background. I knew I wanted to have a night scene because, again, they're known to be the full moon or moonrise winery, and you can't really paint moons in the daytime. You can, like, they exist, they're there. Don't let anyone tell you they're not. I've seen it, but they're not as striking. It's not as beautiful and vibrant and all that fun stuff. So I started off just by like getting the space ready, and you can see, I'm sorry, up in the corner, there's my little ring lights popping in there. I fixed it eventually. But the biggest struggle for me, I've only done a couple of murals. I've been painting for years and years and years and years, but murals are a new thing for me. I'm just getting into this. So the biggest struggle for me sometimes is just getting that space down pat and perfecting my edges and the space that I'm going to use, and mapping all that out is different because it's just at a very different scale. Some artists I know will go in and sketch out everything, or they'll draw it in small and miniature and then like project it and then get those lines down. But that's not the way I work on my smaller paintings. It's not really what I'm used to at all. I usually just paint right into it. So I'm learning how to adjust to that. And I'm painting the sky with all these really vibrant blues and teals, and those are my favorite colors to use in night skies. I did change my mind later. I switched to something else. It didn't quite fit. You see me adjusting the size there again. Tom helped me like eyeball it. Tom's the owner. But I do end up changing the colors in the sky, and you totally missed me changing those colors because we didn't film the second day because I forgot my equipment. I'm amazing. I know, it's cool. But I wanted to use these really, really warm tones for the ground. It would contrast well with the sky. They're not going to look like that by the time we're done. I always work from the background forward, so there's a lot of layers that end up getting covered up by the time I'm done. Sometimes this confuses people when they ask for in-progress shots, but, you know, in-progress shots are confusing, so only ask for them if you're ready to see something that's not going to look like what you're getting by the time you're done. So this is at the end of day 1, and then you'll see at beginning of day 3, all the stuff I did in day 2. So essentially day 2, we just changed that background color and added some color to the moon. It was really just a big day of that color's not right. Oh, my colors. Oh my gosh. I find that so satisfying, you guys, just getting all those colors lined up. Day 3 coffee. Very important part of the day. I also started just a couple of rows, which I didn't like. So we're going in, we're changing it. And day 3 is almost exclusively, me working on the vines in the vineyard behind us. And it was really important that I get these right because the vineyard is, you know, behind us. And you can look out these windows on either side of this wall and see exactly what I'm painting. So if I got it wrong, even a little bit, there wasn't a lot of artistic liberty I could take because they would know. So I'm talking to Tom. He's taking his lunch. Hi, Tom. So we're going in and we're getting the curve of the hill right, which we changed. We're getting the curve of the rose right, which I changed. We're getting that perspective, bring all that down. This day felt like I didn't get a lot done. There wasn't a lot of new things painted, but I got the perspective down pat, which I was really happy with. And then I know on day 4, which is actually today, I'm recording this, I'm putting this together right before I go in and work more. We're going to hop from perspective and big pieces and blocking in large areas. That's all done. And then today I'm going to go in, I'm going to get a glazing medium to make it easier for me to work with my paint. I'm used to oil paint is how I do most of my professional work, but this, I use wall paint like you'd get at Lowe's. It's just the best way to do it. It's the cheapest way to do it, and otherwise it'd be way too expensive. But I'm gonna go get a glazing medium today, and I'm gonna work on some detail work. So here's that fence. I think I ended up making it a little bit wider. You can see I added a little vine in the corner. The whole thing's gonna be reined in vines. It's gonna be framed that way. Painting their little temperature control thingy. What's the word for that? There's a word for that. I'm not thinking of it because I'm a smart person. But I'm gonna paint that in. I'm gonna do a really good job with that by the time we're done. I don't want to paint it now because I know, like I said, I paint up in layers, and it'd be silly to paint that up in layers, you know. Might be a little much. So this second to final row is gonna have a lot more detail. And then we'll hop back in today and keep going. So thanks for checking in with me, you guys. Hopefully you'll get another update soon. And thanks for supporting me on my Patreon. Bye!